Manchester and Liverpool have always been competitive in anything that they do.
I think the rivalry is very much a genetic rivalry first and foremost, and it's exacerbated by the football.
Yes, I do feel like there are some similarities in the cities and in the culture.
When you look at Liverpool, it's like everything that's right about the world. The music, the culture, the Beatles.
For every mention of the Beatles, then there's mentions of the great Manchester bands like Oasis and the Stone Roses.
But when I talk about the similarities between Manchester and Liverpool, I don't like it because there are similarities. There are obviously similarities. I think anybody from Liverpool or from Manchester will tell you that.
A group of working class people from one area and a group of working class people from around the corner doing the same thing, it's inevitable, really.
The two big industrial cities, two cities that have massive culture, two cities that love their music, two cities that love their football.
There should be a real kinship there, but there's always a rivalry over something.
I guess that's where it comes from as well. You know what they say, like, opposites attract, but similars, they will always clash. And that's probably why we clash with Liverpool so much.
It's not just the football teams, it's the people.
There's just a massive genetic difference between the two peoples that makes them completely and utterly incompatible.
We don't like you for you, so we can't like anything you stand for. And they don't like anything we stand for. Oh, me talking to you about it right now is just getting me annoyed.
We should be the best of friends, kind of like Scousers are with Geordies or what have you, or Glaswegians, but that just simply doesn't exist.
The rivalry goes deeper than just two football teams against each other.
It's like a jealous little brother, isn't it? Seeing what the big brother over the road's doing.
The industrial ties between both cities, I think it must have something to do with the rivalry.
With the waning power of the docks and what have you, Manchester's kind of sprung up as very much as a superpower in the northwest, just as a city, let alone as a footballing one.
The rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool stems back to the Manchester Ship Canal. Manchester merchants were unhappy with the amount they had to spend on the levies and the taxes to use the port at Liverpool. So then what they did was they created their own pathway, their own route, which was the Manchester Ship Canal, and cut out having to pay that money to get through the docks at Liverpool.
So that was kind of like, yeah, we can just do it ourselves now.
It really made the two cities go at loggerheads, become head-to-head rivals, probably for the first time.
Ask any real Manchester United fan. Liverpool is your #1 enemy. And the reason they're the #1 enemy is because they've achieved much more than any of the other clubs around us.
You go from Liverpool being the most successful team in the country to Man United being the most successful team in the country, and there's the associated jealousy that goes with that on both ends.
18 times they said, 5 times they said, come back when you've won 18. Do you remember that? And we came back when we'd won 19 and 20.
The glory, the trophies, the players, who takes part in a game, and yeah, it's the biggest, I'd say, game, especially in Northern England, but in England as a whole, maybe even in the world. Liverpool United is massive.
United Liverpool's the biggest of the lot. I don't think there's a rivalry for us that comes close to that.
It's the closest thing I experienced to hatred in my life.
That's the first game I look for, Liverpool. When we go to Liverpool away, or when are they coming to Old Trafford?
It goes deeper than football, which is what makes it such a brilliant game, but such a tense game as well.
If there is one club in world football that we do genuinely hate, that we do genuinely dislike, it is Manchester United.
It's tribal, that's the word I'm looking for. It's mad tribal.
A defeat against Liverpool for me feels worse than a defeat against Manchester City.
That kind of rivalry doesn't exist with Liverpool-Everton, which should be our biggest game, but right now it's not. There's definitely something in getting one over the Manx.
Yeah, we hate Man City, but we hate Liverpool. It's through the roof.
This game, you can tell the opposition, you can stare them in the face and you go, you're you, I don't like you, just and it's fine. And nobody really bats an eyelid.
We hate Liverpool, it's a religion, I guess. It's something you practice.
Liverpool Man United is an absolute cauldron, and I think in modern football, everyone talks about how atmospheres are dying. The atmosphere of football matches what it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. These games are an absolute throwback. I can nail the colours to the mast on that one and say that's going to be an incredible atmosphere come the weekend.